Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Daily Ding, the important gaming news show that's not even daily, but you know, who cares, it's got a in it. Today we're going to have a look at Call of Duty. There's a rumour going around, guys, that the next Call of Duty is going back to its roots of World War II and will be called Call of Duty World War II. There's 5 leaked artwork pictures, guys, allegedly leaked. And they don't really show much other than a few clips of warfare and a bit of a logo of Call of Duty World War II. There's no information being leaked other than a quote from Michael Condrey, who was studio head of Sledgehammer Games back in 2014, who said, "I think a next generation game with the latest production values and robustness in a World War II setting like Band of Brothers would be amazing." Well, Call of Duty never used to be shit, as a lot of you people know. The very first Call of Duty was amazing. The second Call of Duty was brilliant. Modern Warfare 2 was great. World at War was great. The rest have been absolute dog's wank. They really have. They've just been copy and pasting the same old shit for years and years and years that school kids all buy into, brag about in the playground. I've unlocked it, I've unlocked it. And, you know, that's pretty much the way it went. X-ray vision, dumbed down shit, cutscene here, cutscenes there, cutscenes every fucking where, la 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 la. It's just been shit, guys. And I hope, listen, Mr. Call of Duty, if you're listening to me and you want some top tips on how to make a good Call of Duty game, take all the cutscenes, throw them all in the bin, apart from the very first one, which you're going to limit now to 2 minutes, not 15, and the very last one. You're allowed a 20-second one now and then during the game, only if somebody really important dies or a dog. In fact, don't have dogs in it, because we know the dog will die and then you'll just run some piano music and everybody who's, you know, soppy will cry. As for content, go for battles that's really happened. You know, maybe there's a little bit of a twist on them, but let's not have Adolf Hitler's scientists devising these goggles that can see through fucking walls, please. From what could be an absolute horror story of Call of Duty to something that's really nice, something that's really, really nice, guys. It's just been brought to my attention by Game Daddy, I think it was, that there was a little boy, guys. Cue the sad music. There was a little boy who had a toaster of a PC, and he was playing Overwatch at 800 by 600, everything on low, and he didn't even have the minimum requirements for RAM, but he could get the game running at like about 1 frame a second. And he got top score in a game. And he made a little GIF, posted it on Reddit and said, "Look at me, on my toaster I came top." And everybody started to feel sorry for him and send him bits. One guy says, "Hey, I've got an EVGA 660 I could send you." And then the little kid got back in from school, or wherever we'll see, he's from school to make it a bit more soppy. And he says, but I don't think my power supply could handle a modern video card. And then another user stepped in and says, "Don't worry, son. I'll give you my power supply, my motherboard, and a processor." "Thank you so much," he said. Ethan said, "Thank you so much, thank you so much." And then it just moved on from there. Then more and more people started saying, "I'll donate you a case, sonny. It has 25 fans." Then someone else piped up and says, "You can have my CD-ROM drive. I'll be your wingman any day." And so he got the CD-ROM drive off this other kid that he put in the top, and someone else says, "You can have my 4K monitor. My 4K 55-inch monitor, you can have that." So he got this 55-inch monitor. Then someone else came along and says, "You can have my wife. She's been regularly serviced. She's blonde, slim, and goes like the fucking clappers." No, they didn't. It's just... He got a graphics card, he got a motherboard, he got a chip and a power supply, and was able to build... They all lived happily ever after, guys. Enough of that. We have a trailer for you guys. Bulletstorm. Let's watch it together. No, let's not. Bulletstorm, guys, is a trailer about a game called Bulletstorm, where you play as Duke Nukem. Well, Duke Nukem. You can play as him all the way through. It just looks mental. It looks like the kind of game that when you're fucking pissed off with life, you just see, right, where's fucking Bulletstorm? Load it up. Yeah, fucking have it, you twats. It's that kind of game. It's full of just mayhem. Huge guns, big explosions, plenty of death, dragging people up in mid-air and shooting them. It looks fun, it looks great, it looks like the kind of game that I like to play after I've launched a video and been attacked off all the fangirls and boys. It's the kind of game that I would go to. So Bulletstorm looks pretty, guys. It looks pretty decent. And finally, we have this from Blizzard. StarCraft, the original StarCraft from the 90s, is being remastered and redone. And it's going to be out this summer. There's going to be standard definition and 4K versions. Now everything in the game's pretty much the same as it was in the original, but it's getting a big overhaul. Even better news is the original game is going to be offered for free after the release of the remastered version. Now the remastered version is a premium upgrade which you can purchase, and we don't know how much it's going to be. It better not be expensive. I mean, yes, StarCraft was a groundbreakingly great game when it first came out, but it isn't now. There are better. You know, we have StarCraft 2 and all the 3 updates for StarCraft 2. So, you know, you're not going to get StarCraft 1 and think it's the best game ever, especially if you're like me and you've played it to death anyway. But it is nice that they have remastered this. But I want to know, when are you going to remaster World of Warcraft, the first one, and the second one, and the third one? Because they were brilliant games. So there you go, guys, that's the Daily Ding for today, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any news, remember, submit it now.